Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. We'd like to formally invite His Excellency, the President of Sierra Leone on stage as he receives his awards presented in varying orders. For the first award presentation, I would like to invite Honorable Laura Hall, the President-elect of the National Black Council of State Legislatures, for her presentation to Mr. President.
So this resolution reads, honor an African leader who has contributed to the social, economic, and environmental development in African countries. Whereas the President, His Excellency Julius Maada has demonstrated uncommon commitment to people-focused leadership. His Excellency has remained committed to human capital development, gender, mainstreaming, and the promotion of the SDGs. And whereas His Excellency has doubled the country's investment in education and invested about 22% of the country's budget to education development in the country, and whereas His Excellency has remained resolute in fighting corruption and ensuring an equitable redistribution of the country's commonwealth, and whereas His Excellency has restored the country's global image, ranking and standing among the Committee of Nations. Now therefore be it resolved that the National Black Caucus of State Legislators and the members of this august body salute the efforts of His Excellency Julius Maada, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Signed this 18th day by the President, Representative Billy Mitchell of Georgia. Congratulations.
I should leave His Excellency remains on stage for the next presentation by Honorable Myers, who is going to be presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Bar Association of the United States.
Thank you. All right, to the Honorable Julius Maada, this Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to you as President of the Republic of Sierra Leone by Judge Carlos Moore, President of the National Bar Association, United States of America. Congratulations.
Please let me invite, before the next presentation, I'd just like to invite Honorable Diva Kitega just for a group photograph before the seat. We'll get our award plaque and before the next award presentation. Let's have Honorable Diva Kitega. Let's also have the Representative Myers, Honorable Ontario, and President-elect Laura Hall on stage. Let's just have a group official photograph with the award. If please can have the awards, just have a quick photograph of the Excellency. Thank you, Mr. Peter. to also help us present on behalf of the board of the African leadership, the Distinguished Leadership Excellence Award, His Excellency, I'd like to invite Ambassador Farouk Malamiyabu, MFR, to present on behalf of the board.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Julius Maada, no one who visits this beautiful country will fail to recognize the unprecedented development that has occurred in this country in the last 4 years. It is in recognition of what you have done to this country, to the people of this country, and what you have done also to inspire established leaders and coming up leaders, that I am standing here on behalf of the advisory board of the African Leadership Magazine to celebrate you and to celebrate your legacies by presenting the Outstanding Leadership Award from the African Leadership Magazine. Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Thank you. A round of applause for State. May I respectfully invite His Excellency the President for his acceptance remarks.
Honorable Vice President, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Madam First Lady, Ministers and Heads of our states, Honorable Members of Parliament, representatives of the United States of America, National Black Caucus, state legislators, Black Caucus, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, the United States of America National Bar Association members, distinguished friends, partners, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. You say I hardly smile, but I need to put on a beautiful smile today. Ours is indeed a very beautiful story to tell. So I want to thank the African Leadership Magazine team, development partners, and all other stakeholders that are involved in piecing together the story of Sierra Leone's growth in the past 4 years, and for delivering this very special edition of the magazine. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the United States of America National Bar Association for bestowing this great honor on me. Thank you. I thank the United States of America National Black Caucus of state legislators for the National Black Caucus Commendation Award. I accept this lifetime of service and achievement award and recognition with great humility, but with deep reflection on the past, of dreams lost and optimism about the future of great promise. accept this award as a testament to our nation's resilience and splendor, and our hard-working citizens' perseverance to build a country together that can stand with pride among nations. As the unveiling ceremony commemorates our 4.5 years in governance and celebrates my leadership and legacy, the biblical scripture of Luke chapter 12, verse 48 lingers in my head. To whom much is given, much is expected. So I accept this award with deep gratitude, giving all the praise and glory to God Almighty, who has been my source and sustainer throughout my life's journey. My journey to where I am today, a servant leader of the great people of Sierra Leone, began a long time ago with parents who instilled in me unshakable values. Without my selfless mother of blessed memory, who bore the burden of caring for her children after our father passed on, I would never have cultivated the work ethic, sense of service, and humility I am privileged to have today. Eternity is granted to those who share knowledge and wisdom, and we live on in those who pass on wisdom. My mother, Leone, blessed memory, lives on in me through everything that she taught me. I was privileged to have another great woman in my life, my older sister, Mrs. Agnes Linjao, who was just out of college but took on the task of caring for us, her younger siblings, and seeing to it that we got proper education. These women who set me on the course to become the man and leader I am today are the very reason why I am passionate about women. For their participation in governance and in development. This is why I am dedicated to ensuring that our nation's industrious women thrive and reach their fullest potential, and that girls of our country enjoy the same opportunities in education and in life as the boys. Education is truly the key to unlocking one's potential. Because of quality education, a village boy from Tino is standing here today as the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. That is why I have offered this quality education to every other child in this country. They say it takes a village to raise a child. On my journey to this servant leadership, I have encountered several persons who have acted as friends, collaborators, colleagues, comrades, and mentors, etc. And as I came in and I look around, I can see many of you. We have been together in trenches, experiencing the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. We may have forgotten the many who did not get to where we are today, or those who live their lives sacrificially. Those who passed on as our nation evolved to where it is today. To every one of those we have lost, from those in our armed forces to ordinary citizens, I say thank you for your service to this nation. And may your souls rest in perfect peace. 4.5 years ago, citizens of our great nation strongly asserted that they believed in a collective hope of a new direction and voted us in. And we recall the words of St. Francis of Assisi when he stated that to do the impossible, one must first do what is necessary, then do what is possible. And before you know, you are actually doing the impossible. We are doing what is necessary to consolidate a just and inclusive democracy and create a future of equity, promise, and opportunity for this nation. Leadership is the ability to capture and translate a vision into reality. In doing this, a leader realizes that vision, however elegant it may be, is all for nothing unless you serve the people. And that is what we are doing. Over the last 4.5 years, our focus has been on fulfilling our promises to the Australian people in the New Direction Manifesto and also the Medium-Term National Development Plan, as was explained by my dear lady, Mrs. Julius. Our Human Capital Development Strategy, which is the centerpiece of our government's National Development Plan, is designed to improve the quality of life of our citizens through education, inclusive growth, and building a resilient economy. Despite economic headwinds, downturns, and global epidemics, we have pursued our objectives with purpose and clarity. Our development partners have worked with us because they believe, like many other citizens in this country, that what we are doing is right for the future of this country. Our sheer audacity and abiding belief that we must do what no generation has done for our nation has collectively kept us on course. When I received the mandate from Sierra Leoneans, my government embraced the multilateralism to resolve conflicts and advance our foreign policy priorities. We inherited a nation, ladies and gentlemen, with tremendous reputational damage, which required much engagement in and out of this country. We welcome all of our development partners and proactively seek engagement with all diplomatic missions in our nation. Sierra Leone is a friend, and I must convey that friendship to all our allies and of this dear country. Thank you for the steadfast and strategic partnership over the past 4.5 years as we strive to support sustainable economic development and social progress in our dear country. But ladies and gentlemen, what is a leader without a team of brilliant and dedicated individuals who are equally committed to a vision of a prosperous, just, and safe nation? I'm blessed you have my Vice President. I've not kept him in the dark, neither have I deprived him of the opportunity to take part in governance. He's fully engaged, if not engaged. I make sure he's not idle. So he's fully a part of this. From the Vice President to all my cabinet ministers and staff, this award and recognition are for you. Do I have ministers here? Thank you. I recognize all those at all levels of government, the executive, legislative, judiciary, who play their role in ensuring that we make life better for each citizen. The Honorable Speaker of Parliament is here. Sometimes they are troublesome, but very necessary. I'm moved by the hard work of all those in the public sector. We often forget as they work hard and they are destined to keep the engine of government running. I say to everyone, from cleaners to directors, drivers to departments and agency heads, the service, staff to security personnel, I see you, I appreciate you. The government appreciates you, and our country appreciates you. There is no easy road to leadership, ladies and gentlemen, and I have committed my life to this cause. However, I think of other persons I have committed also. And when I say so, I'm talking about my family. My darling wife who is here. My daughter. And my loving children. I am blessed that they are patient and understand the gravity of the vision I want. I say to you and all the children, thank you for the love, patience, and understanding. Thank you for giving me a home and playing your part. Thank you. Convey my gratitude to the children. None of them are here. I also say this to the families of all those parents, spouses, and partners that are engaged in all aspects of nation building that require massive time away from loved ones. Because of you all, we have done the things that we have done, which we have been celebrated. The leaders of our religious and traditional institutions, too, must be recognized for helping stabilize this nation. They give me the strength to tackle some of the challenges every leader has to face on their journey to providing good governance for citizens. I urge these institutions to continue to make themselves available and to heal our nation, act as tools for dialogue and peace, and support youth and community growth. I also thank the private sector members who are present here today. Government can only do so much. Part of my vision is to make Sierra Leone a destination of choice for investors and to ensure that doing business here is all free. The job of the government, I'm proud to lead, is to facilitate private sector and private enterprises and to provide an enabling environment for institutions and individuals to thrive. I am committed to ensuring Sierra Leone remains open for business, innovation, and progress. Ours is a youthful society. I appreciate the zeal and hard work of the young people of our dear nation. Our commitment is to redouble our efforts in creating an enabling environment to foster innovation, creativity, and prosperity for all. Democracy has always been dear to my heart, and the institutions strengthening it. I recognize the crucial role of one of such institutions without which citizens would be cut off from the government. And that is the press. They are everywhere. And I'm sure they are here. I say to you, thank you. Access to accurate information is crucial to the health of a democracy. Citizens need the correct information to hold leaders accountable and make all personal choices. That is why I'm particularly proud that we have repealed the repressive press laws, and no journalist is in prison in this country for the practice of journalism. I also recognize the crucial role of the civil society in highlighting areas that need improvement and supporting the government in keeping our democracy vibrant and healthy. You keep us on our toes, and I'm thankful for this challenge. I also recognize the opposition parties for helping to keep my government accountable to the people. Opposition Nadia. Thank you, the opposition. Our political ideas may sometimes divide us, but our human ideas should be the unifying force as we forge ahead to collectively build a resilient economy for our current and future generations. I call on all political leaders and parliamentarians of our great nation to remember that everything we do is for the people of this nation. We must act justly, shun violence and divisiveness, and embrace progressive dialogue. Only then can we have a stable country where citizens can reach their fullest potential. Our nation has emerged stronger from a past of violent conflicts. At our darkest hour, I fought alongside thousands of heroes who were my comrades to defend this country and to keep it together. I forewent the opportunity to foster my ambitions, conducted democratic elections, and put this nation on an irreversible democratic course. During all of this, one of the greatest lessons I learned under enemy fire in the trenches and jungles in the eastern region of this country was that no one person is as good as all of us put together. Service and sacrifice to this nation behooves all of us to renew our commitment to work with one another in the best interest of Mama Salome. Throughout the last 4.5 years, ladies and gentlemen, we have shown that we are not victims of our history, or are not captives of limited imagination. We cannot be held back by the anger of few and the pessimism of those who would rather take on. Many parts of the world are experiencing crisis, and we are still experiencing the aftershocks of the pandemic that has rocked the world since 2020. Now, more than ever before, the world needs leaders that are calm but decisive, thoughtful but bold, fearless but kind, strong and efficient. and I aspire to be that leader. As I've always said, ladies and gentlemen, the ties, shared values and hopes that bind us as a nation are stronger than the fears and that occasionally blind us. With boundless optimism, a faith that wisdom inspires, and zeal that never tires, we can and we will again be masters of our destiny. Our Salute. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the African Leadership Organization for being the champion of Afro-positivism and Afro-optimism. Your work and passion over the last decades have helped propel the African rising narrative as you focus on celebrating outstanding achievements and leadership on our continent. Thank you for shedding the spotlight on our great nation and strength and showcasing the laudable efforts of our government. Thank you for organizing this unveiling ceremony. Sierra Leone is an investor's goldmine and one of Africa's best kept secrets. I welcome our distinguished international guests to our great nation and look forward to sustained and collaborative partnership. Finally, I thank you once again, the United States of America, Black Caucus of State Legislators, President-elect Laura Hall, former President of the National Bar Association, for this Lifetime Achievement Award. As I accept this honor, I'm mindful of all the work left to be done to take the dividends of democracy to every nook and cranny of this nation. The job of building a nation is never finished. I'm therefore challenged to redouble my effort to ensure we achieve a strong, stable, and prosperous Sierra Leone. This is a promise I make to myself, my family, and the great people of this nation. This is the legacy I want for our people. This award and recognition are for the great people of the land that we love, Sierra Leone. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We as Sierra Leoneans are extremely proud.
You have all been granted the rare privilege of being the first to see what is about to be unveiled today before it hits newsstand across our news outlets, across the continent, and other parts of the world. What you will be seeing first is what the cover looks like, just to whet your appetite. Before we give you a full dive into a 127 pages magazine. I would also like to add that it's the first time that the African Leadership Magazine is producing that bulk of values, because we could just manage to fit in what we saw into our regular pages. So what we're seeing today, first in a series of what we'll call, but the first time that we had to do that watch pages just to accommodate the first series. Also, it's important to know that that particular publication is the first time we're doing a time exhibition. Because during our editorial board meetings, we reviewed most of the conversations we had and realized that allowing this achievement of discussions to end within months wouldn't do justice to that labor of love. So what we will be seeing today, if you read it today, if you read it in PS time, it will still be as relevant as it is today. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to help us do the first unveiling, I'd like to invite His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone on stage to do the first unveiling. First Excellency. Round of applause to come on stage. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to help us unveil the African Leadership Magazine Timeless Edition for the Republic of Sierra Leone, His Excellency President Julius Maada here. A round of applause for him as he does so. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have also kept this particular part of the presentation secret for this moment. A lot of you have described His Excellency in varying words. Some call him the talking to president, others call him the father of the professor. Some call him the statesman, others call him the names are endless. I know if I give every one of you here a microphone, you will have a name for His Excellency. But we've also tried to capture His Excellency's many names in our form. Is going to be unveiling the next item that you see here to show you how we capture His Excellency with his numerous names, just to say that we appreciate his great work in the country. His Excellency, the next unveiling. Now, to unveil this masterpiece of art is His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada. A round of applause for suggestion. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for some of you who can see from far, for some of you who will have access to where this priceless artwork will be kept, you will see how we capture the main names of His Excellency. And you can add yours. Because of this event, we'll be able to capture over 100 in canvas form for His Excellency to put wherever he decides in his home. Round of applause for him as he takes this big Now, you have seen the top page of the magazine. I know you are itching to see the 127 pages of this same magazine. We wouldn't bore you with the copies yet, because I know some of you, when you take the copies, we want to see the pages that you find more interesting. Well, we have also helped to put it in about 12 minutes visual display to show you what every page in that magazine looks like. I'm going to be having some shouts. I'm going to be having a lot of excitement, because some members of the private sector who are here today are also represented in what you will be seeing very shortly. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite our team to put on screen